The dawn's light will shine again.
Whoa, what? Just like that, the voices change. Oh, that kind of scared. I was like, what? Wait. Okay. It's like he confronted his demons and went through puberty.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
It matches a lot more than Sam Riegel's voice.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
It sounds a lot like, the delivery's like, kind of like Sir Amric's when he first came on the scene. So, it's like that same kind of cadence and like, there's the way they're delivering their lines. Yeah.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Elfino.
I liked Harschifon's voice, so I'm happy that it's the same.
Lord Orchiffon.
Orchiffon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names.
You can say everyone found their true voice.
But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
This is the first Heavensward quest, so congrats. Thank you. Oh! Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to finally make it to Heavensward then. It's kind of been long overdue.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Oh, okay.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
Okay.
Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
You think it's least better? I think it's more the direction they were given rather than just the VAs themselves. Okay. Guess it didn't have a good voice director the first time or something?
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Hear, hear!
That's cute. Okay. Oh, that's different sound. Was that the quest acceptance noise? Not all the circumstances under which I had hoped to visit Ishgard for the first time, but so be it. They say the winds can be rather fierce on the steps of faith, but you should wrap up before we go. I must go ahead and speak with the court. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries of the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. We need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we will meet again. Until then. Okay. Every expansion has a different sound noise thing. Oh, for whenever you accept quests in a complete quest, I guess they have different ones each time. Walls of Temple Fultums. Ah, yes. You may pass. Proceed to Ishgard. Hell yeah. Ooh, wow. Very, very, very windy.
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
Oh, he's got warm clothes now. Thank God.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
All right. Ooh, whoa, I like this city.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church.
Oh yeah, it's the fucking church. Oh shit. The church.
The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace.
We love God. We love God here, guys.
Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and her companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragon Song War they came.
She looks very warm and cozy.
weary travelers
Oh wow, look at
whose
that.
arrival
What?
had set in
No!
motion
Don't attack her!
reaction,
They looked they were gonna just assault her.
Though none knew then how great.
Heavensward. Alright. We did it, baby! Okay. First off, we're tuning to that crystal. Okay, cool. First things first, done. Let's go look at this area. Wow. From afar, the spires did not seem so tall. Gods, I feel like a child in a giant's castle. Well, that's like every day for you. Greetings, Mistress Shabtair. On behalf of Holt Fultums, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you will all come with me. It's kind of crazy how, like, out of everyone else, it's me, Alphino, and Tataru. Like, that's it. That's all who's left. I can't mount yet. Oh, it's a city. Yeah, you can't mount in the city. Let the clan hunt begin. So you want to be a oh, so you get machinist. Oh, shit. Okay. So the pillars is like another section of the city, I'm assuming. Crest make it the Heavensward. Yeah, I finally made it. I went through all the cutscenes. Finally got here. That was a roller coaster of emotions. The cutscenes were a roller coaster of emotions. I'm happy that I waited till I had time to actually go through all of them. But yeah, that was something. that was something. And I'm happy to have people here too, to also to laugh at my reactions to that journey. So thank you all for just stopping by for a little bit. However long you have. I guess this is the place over here? Okay, wait. Shard. Yeah. Why do I feel like this city is like way bigger than I think it is? Ah! The warrior of light and her brave companions, walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. Allow me to present you my family home, Fortimp's Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends. Introductions will be made. The trailer on stream. I think I can do that. I'm gonna be able to do that really quick.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Whoa, this guy. He looks great.
I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do bid you welcome.
Count Edmond de Fortemps. Okay. That's a mouthful. Edmond de Fortemps. He has... I love his style.
As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Wow, he bowed to you. That's a big
Forgive me,
deal.
my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think?
Very true.
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses.
His VA died? I knew I saw some of the vigils in game for a character, but I was like, I didn't know who the character was, so I didn't really look too much into it. Because I didn't want to, like, potentially get spoiled on anything. Wow.
But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city?
That'd be a good idea. Yeah.
You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
I know Realm Reborn took a long time. I'm guessing this won't take nearly that long to complete. Ooh. It's like a nice pipe organ. This makes sense with the whole church theme. So what do you think? Be honest. It's great, isn't it? So this is what the inside of a manor of a high house looks like to me. To think that Lord Hochfall was raised here. Steward. Greetings, Miss Shelter. How may I be of assistance? Ooh, what do you do here? Me? Why, I'm but a humble servant, sworn to Fortemps. I doubt you wish to hear of the minutiae of my duties, but simply put, I am at the behest of my lord and count. I manage the household affairs. I have served his pleasure for more than 50 years, and by his furious grace, I shall serve for 50 more. Tell me about Fortemps. The origins of the House of Fortemps can be traced back to King Thodon and his Knights 12. Ours is one of the founding houses of Ishgard. According to our interests that extend beyond the walls of the city proper, Camp Dragonhead, for instance, is our responsibility. As for the family, you have, of course, met Lord Count Elmont de Fortemps, who is the head of the house. His two sons, my lords Artoriel and Emelian? I don't know. Are next in line. May the Fairy watch over them, keep them from harm. As for those sworn to House Fortemps, in addition to the knights, squires, and infantry, more than 100 craftsmen, retainers, and other servants possessed of notable skill are pledged to our service. Given our strong position, one might expect us to have no truck with foreign merchants or sellswords. However, that could be further from the truth. I should think that my lord the Count was quite clear on this point, but it was our hope that you and your allies would, by your deeds, help us to convey other high houses of the wisdom opening the gates of judgment to all, among other things. More than anything else, though I suspect he saw in you potential. Alright. To my discard. More than 1,000 years ago, Halon appeared before King Thodon, and and bade him to lead his people to the Promised Land, to the land we now call home. And so the king and his knights 12 did as he commanded. They came to the Korthus to found a great kingdom in the Fury's name. But the great worm Nidhogg would not have it. With hatred in his heart, Nidhogg sought out King Thodon. In an ensuing battle, the king and half his men were slain. But his son, Hothrath, rallied the others and drove back the fell beast. Thus did the war between our peoples begin, the war between dragon and man. And for 1,000 years, this Isgard stood against the Horde, and not once has our defenses been breached, until the day Lady Iceheart's allies shattered the wards of the Steps of Faith. Though the worms were slain before they could breach our defenses here, those in Foundation were not so fortunate. Unharmed men and women, even children, were made to feel the Dravanians' wrath. Walls can be rebuilt, but lives can never be reclaimed. My Lord Count knows all that too well. Okay. Thank you. There was a story going around recently by the creator of Final Fantasy Final Fantasy playing through 14, where it took him 2 weeks to beat AAR, but he got through Heavensward in 2 days. Wow. Okay, so he was like probably marathoning the whole thing. I'm not in for the marathon. I'm for the gradual playing. Okay, well, let's talk to one of you. Is it you the same thing? You play Triple Shroud, man? Oh, you loser. Nerd, play games with me. They'll be whispering about you soon, if they weren't already. The mysterious guests of Haut Forton, or such, some such. Greetings, Scion, and welcome. We are honored by your presence. As I said, this is my home. My home is your home. After all you've done on our behalf, it is the least I can offer. Ooh, look, already getting equipment. Already gotta look at the glam, dude. Already gotta look at the glam. No. I might just take the money. Though our friends in House Fortom have been so gracious as to extend us their protection, we must care not to impose too much on the hospitality. It's only proper that once we learn about our new home, that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but we learn it we must. And then there's the markets and the taverns. Oh, we need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. Thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. My manservant shall accompany you. He'll be able to answer any questions you might have. But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There's something I must give you ere we part. The documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. Just legal papers, I guess, just to make sure we don't get anything else. Oh, wow, it's actually modeled. These documents identify you as wards of House Forton. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Forton. Let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we will do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Losa, Tataru. The city awaits. Let's go. When am I gonna find out more about, like, my race? Because I feel like it's kind of a weird thing that I'm standing here in this place. This is your first time in our fair city. Pray, permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence you may gaze upon the splendors of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I'll show you around the jeweled cruiser, where you may purchase all manners of goods and services before descending into the Foundation's Aetherite Plaza, if there are no more questions. So, I think up. Yeah, up into the middle. This is the Hoplon, so named after the great bronze shield borne by our nation's patron deity, its largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north, of course, is the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Beg your pardon. The statues to the south, are they perchance Thorden's famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined King Thordan I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition. There's much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled cruiser, I should introduce you to the Mistress El Lazy, our master of the markets. We'll grab this while we're here. No problem. Okay, I know if you just stick with the MSQ, you can finish this way quicker, but as evidenced by, like, the thing on my back, I'm not really a person who likes to just rush through this stuff. Well, you're certainly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah! Wars of Haut-Fortemps. How very interesting. Count Edmond has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you feel uncomfortable? Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, then who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, and materials, whatever you may desire, it can be found here in the Crozier. Our merchants are more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall see soon. Our next destination is Aetherite Plaza, in the Foundation. Now, if everyone is ready... I'm gonna have to probably stop after this quest so I can go eat some food and see what else I'm doing tonight, because I have some free time, but also like I'm behind on my scary movie horror watching, so I kind of want to keep up with that. So I'll probably have to call this soon so that I can try to get that done tonight, so that maybe tomorrow I can play for a lot longer. Is this the right area? And here we are, the Foundation Aetherite Plaza. If you haven't attuned to the Aetherite, it would be wise to do so now. That's a lot of experience. Hold up. Hold up. Let me hack this. Yeah, and then just give me the silver. There we go. for our next destination, perhaps we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? The Sky Steel manufactory stands to the west. There, engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and the east, we found the contingent of our knights most heavenly. While to the south and the east, well, it would be best to avoid that area. And why is that? I fear our nice men may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphana. Hold your nose and pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our feet. What? Hello? You mistrust me, sir. I am no lord, but a humble traveller. No, come and see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down to Hoplon and gawp at the statues. Well, if you got a mind to learn the better half live, come have a drink at the Forgotten Night. If your nursemaid will let you. My humblest apologies, Master Alphano. Pray pay that drug and no lout. Lout no mind. Oh, but I must. I would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I must simply see this Forgotten Night for myself. I trust that you see wisdom in this, Losa. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Hostelry? No, I guess hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say that we might learn of our recent events? Then I'm coming too! Down here, right? Oh, okay. Oh, hey! You got something for me. The better half. Oh wait, and that's another one. I must say, it's rather unusual. Not one but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard. We are most eager to acquaint ourselves with the more notable establishments, Master Guiberlion. Or just Gilbrion will do. I'm flattered you think highly of my establishment. Can't promise to live to your expectations. But it's decent food and drink. If what you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I couldn't help but note a difference between the two who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye. Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, and off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in and on their way for somewhere else. Regulars, maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suitable to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because the weather's a foul and the broom rolls in thick, and the poor souls that live at the bottom have to deal with it. I see. And that's not just the weather. When the worms broke through the walls and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it. While the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the Knight Templars. More than a few people are still sore about that. Mind why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you meant to go below. There's something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think best we return to Fort Tom Manor. You going without me? I'll stay for a drink or two. Mrs. Totteru, I'm afraid that's the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I would abandon one of his charges in such a place, less of all a maiden. What are you up to, Totteru? Look around, Master Alphino. This town is full of people whose business regularly makes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, we could practically live here and wait for our newest gossip to come to me. Indeed. But will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please. Do you know how often I look after the walking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller, I'd driven away. I would be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. I don't... poor girl. I'm afraid something might happen to her. Not that I doubt that the lady's lack for funding of unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on my patron in an establishment. That settles it then, Totteru. Lohse and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. That's actually a good idea, so that she kind of can scope out the area and just hear the goings on. It's not a bad idea. Nope, people dropping. Okay. Let's go return over there, and then I'm gonna go get some dinner. I know I got the aetheryte, so I should be able to teleport to it. Last vigil. That's where it's at, I think. We'll go to Miss Altera, show you inside the manor. Okay. So that's how you get in. I just gotta talk to the guard. Ugh. Do tell us, oh, I'm not getting his voice right at all. Tell us then, Master Alphino. Did this guard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt a weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left behind the worms in the foundation, I understood how easily history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating. The casualties, unspeakable. The worms did not discriminate. Armed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. So Amaric had ordered the knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house had been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, but alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Then perhaps we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we could welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Yes, we'll help out, yeah. Totally. My patch isn't gone! My patch is off, I'm mad. It is a most gracious offer, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended hospitality without obligation or yet line. Nevertheless, this Ishgar's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, we cannot well refuse. Good. Then what would you ask of us? For what I've heard, that you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so forth, so on. And for you, Mistress Shalta, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, or a woman with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Arthurian and... Oh man, I wish I knew pronounce their names. Emanuelan and their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out the duty by myself. Oh! That scared me so much. Oh my god. Pufferfish scared me. Oh no, hydrate. I'm hydrating. Thank you, Taki, for the hydrate. And thank you... Oh, thank you, Liz, for the hydrate. And, Taki for the posture check. But also, thank you, Taki, for the pufferfish burp. I am more than capable of carrying out my duties myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would we say no when a famous hero offers to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting of your station. Now show Mistress Shalter the respect she deserves. This is a woman who slew Gaius von Bowser, and some half-dozen primals besides. She's not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand girl. Yeah. Shut up, kids. If you can pardon them for their impropriety, Miss Shalter, I should be more obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks, Fury willing. They may even learn something from you. What? 'Twould seem we shall not for want for employment over the next coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our hostess' initial reluctance to accepting of our offer of aid was solely for the appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fulton has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count shall face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we can benefit from in unexpected ways. My duties may feasibly bring us into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhaps even new allies. Yes, the more I think about it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. And I need none of this. What does that even look like? A gesture hat. Is that Snowflake? I'll take the money.